Welcome to HP's free Zoom open mic.
I hope you got your jokes. I hope you're ready to have fun
Because that's exactly what we're going to do tonight, all right? So get ready, get your jokes, get set, and go. Oh my God, look at you guys. Hey, nice. I clapped some more, but I'm in chains. Yeah! Come on, guys. Don't I feel special? Yeah! All right, guys, thank you very much. Don't you guys look all great? You've been all unmuted because, guys, I need your attention. Hey, how you guys doing? All right, on this Spooktacular. Look at you guys. I thought I was going to come up with an original costume here, but you guys are rocking it. All right. Hey, you know what? I got to give you all these. I got to give you some kudos right there. That's for you guys for showing up. Of course, Jose came in without late. He said, "Holy che, where's my costume?" Okay, this'll do.
Juan Valdez.
I have a costume.
What is it? What is it?
The first Puerto Rican in New York City.
Why?
Wait. I'm actually an Indian giver.
Oh.
Giving out Indians?
Because I gave the land to the Indians and then I took it back.
Oh. There you go.
I thought it was Woody from the Hood.
Oh my God.
I thought it was Juan Valdez picking the beans in South America.
See, I keep you all guessing. You never know who I am.
Yeah, what are you?
You'll say that just makes you white.
Dos Equis guy.
The Sekis. Oh,
Most
the one
interesting man in the world.
who lives dangerously by making commercials.
The type of movies I watch. Hey,
Yeah. Hey, there's a doctor in the house. All right, I think I need my pulse taken.
What kind of doctor are you?
Hey.
Veterinarian.
Oh shit!
He doesn't eat meat. Okay, very nice. But we're going to doctor
She's gonna put everybody to sleep if we don't watch out, boy. She's a veterinarian. She's gonna put all us dogs to
Is
sleep.
there a word on that cat? Does that cat say boo?
Yeah. Turn her around and she'll say boo. Right there. There you go. She's telling you boo right there.
Yeah, boo.
No.
I hear
No.
I hear. Oh,
It's the boo hole. That's what they. Let's entertain the cat.
Oh, shit. Is Ziggy supposed to be Don Cornelius?
His hair grew back from last week.
Yahoo Serious.
Oh my God. All right. So thank you very much. You guys are wonderful for showing up. I kind of thought Jim wasn't going to make it because he was in the dark for a while. He didn't. What happened to you, Jim?
I got home last night in the tree.
Okay, that's enough for you.
Okay, thank
All right, there you go. What a linguist.
Thank you.
Hey, Jim, you look like the poster child from the post office. Wanted. Have you seen this man?
I got his picture up there, you know. I work there.
You're a bummer.
He looks like his spaceship crashed on Roswell.
Nah, come on. He looks exactly like that detective following me around the other day. Ziggy, oh my God, I thought you got a haircut. What the hell
It
happened?
grows fast.
Really? You've discovered you discovered the new Rogaine. What the hell?
Is Helene a box of candy?
Helene?
She's cupcakes.
I'm Hostess Cupcake.
Hostess
I'm giving
cupcakes.
The hostess
She's
with
the
the
host-
hostess.
Oh, you beat me to it there. All right, and
HP, are you filming at jail?
Yeah, actually, I'm trying to do this handcuff to get into the very spirit of it. I can't, even though I'm free as a bird, I'm dressed like Trump's wet dream here. That's what he wants to do. What the hell? Did he escape from the cage in Guantanamo? Okay. Welcome to the newbies into the room. Thank you very much. Doug, thank you for rocking with the Rolling Stones. That was great of you. I love the way you were moving. That was great. Tom, thank you. You were, for a minute there, you were actually guest number 4. That's all I saw. I was like, I don't know. Did I file my taxes? Is he following me? Wait a minute. Thank you, Tom, for showing up. Appreciate you.
Hi, Tom.
Let me see. Mike Hernandez just got off work, and actually he helped a passenger get on the tracks. There you go.
I pushed him on. I tied him to the tracks.
You tried him to the tracks, and they said, "Excuse me, you're supposed to pull me off, not push me in." Rob Saju. I always knew your comedy was about pussy, but this is going a little too far.
Yeah.
Oh, look at my parents. They're actually dressed the way I grew up. All right, great. That's great. What'd you say, Ryan? What'd you say?
Want to suck your blood.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we think about that one. All right.
Lick my face.
Ruthie's actually running from. Oh, Ruthie, you're running for Congress in that mask. You're gonna win. I'll tell you. Yeah. Seth, I guess he's just gonna paint his eyes red. There you go. There's a speaker. Nice. Nancy, thank you Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
You actually look like the prom date that ran away from me. She said no, and then her hair turned like that and said, I'm out of here. I don't date jailbird Latino Colombian men. And look at Jean. Oh my God.
Yeah.
She was putting on makeup, but you've gone a little too far. How did you do that in 5 seconds? All right. So thank you very much all for showing up. And Richie actually turned out to be that video game that I played in the 80s. What was that? Sir, take my quarter a lot. That was it.
I am king or knights of farts a lot.
Knights of farts a lot. All
Sir,
right.
Did you say, sir, take my quarter a lot?
Yeah, that's what I. But Richie.
Hey, Seth, Mel, your mic's not on.
You had to go and tell him, right? You had to go and tell. I wanted to see how long.
He might have said something funny.
Here we go.
No,
Yeah,
there he goes.
Yeah,
Testing, 1 2.
Testing 1 2 3. Okay.
Testing.
No, we still can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Still can't hear you.
Here we go. Ready?
5, 4, 3.
There goes his microphone.
0.
There we go.
All engine running.
All engines are ready.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Yes, there goes
1 2 1 2.
The Viagra's kicking in, baby.
One small step for man.
That's it. He finally conquered that one. Okay, so, and let me see, who else didn't I acknowledge on this nice, frightful night? Okay, I think I got everybody. Denise is dressed like 2 cats. Ying, you're out there. I hope you have your pajamas on. And there you go. All right. So thank you very much for showing up to HP's free Zoom open mic. Remember that this is being put on Facebook Live, and it will be later telecasted on my HP YouTube channel, HP Oddcast. So if you can, go on there and, hey, what the hell? Might as well just do this before you join on. How you doing? Get into the spirit, right?
That's telecasted with an R.
Who? What happened? Where? Who?
You said telecasted.
Telecastic? I'm talking to you, Mike. That's who I'm talking to you, because you are the only one that understands telecastic communication. Okay?
I think Mike had a head injury.
Yeah. Well, that's what all women call their boyfriends, the head wound. That's what they And Jeff, oh my God, I love your costume. I know you're going to be slipping into it as you do your impression, so there's no need.
I decided to dress as the man who forgot to put on the costume.
Nice. There you go. Spoken like a true husband. Jeff, did you take out the garbage? No, I'm the man who forgot to take out the garbage. All right. So thank you once again. And remember, this is a contest. And I guess let's see at the end of this thing, we'll choose who is the best dressed and who is the funniest looking, which I beat you all because that's what they always said about. Oh, you're funny. Hey, what the fuck? Okay. Anyway. All right, so let's start off this this night of Hollow Spook Fest, okay? And I just wanted to tell you, you know, I was thinking of really what I wanted to do is wearing on Halloween mask because this and this. Okay, I look like a priest gone crazy with a paintbrush. I don't know. I was trying to be the. I even got my number here. I got 711 and everything, and I was like, wait a minute, do I look like I'm Catholic?
Yeah, caught for shoplifting at 7-Eleven.
Caught by shoplifting, and that was the priest calling my number. Oh. There you go. All right. So I once went into a party and I did get jealous of one of the other people's costumes and I didn't like it. So I knew I wasn't going to win because it was that, what do you call that? One of those masks you put on, Michael Myers. I wasn't going to win. So what I did is I started a little smoke outside. All right. I put a little fire, I put it all together with the leaves and I put it on and I called the fire. I called the fire and all of a sudden, they come in with the fire truck and the firefighter. They're running into the house, and I go, go downstairs. That's where the party was. And the minute the firemen approached, I said, I think we've got ourselves the true winners of tonight's Halloween costume. There you go. That motherfucker did not win that night, I'll tell you. That's how I did it, you know. I was like, okay, at least he didn't win, but I kind of got cited for calling the fire cops, and then they didn't. Like, hey, what'd you do? Hey, it's HP again. Is it Halloween? Oh shit, it's another non-emergency. But yeah, and thank God you guys aren't with me because if you really wanted something scary, boy, you should smell the gas I'm throwing over here. I'll tell you that is scary. Woo! I gotta tell you, wait, you know. Quite a mess. Yeah, right. There you go. Quite a mess. I'm going to try and contain it, but I'm sorry if it gets a little too loud. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. There you go. Sorry. That was a little too far and I'm sorry, but I wanted to be the scariest tonight. So there you go. But it doesn't count because you guys aren't here. All right, so you know what? Tonight, I kind of didn't get the pictures rolling tonight, so sorry about that because I'm just going to cut it out and give you more time. But at the same time, everybody who knows this HP Free Zoom, there's a photo time and there is another segment to this. So you guys who are new, put on your glasses, okay? This is also entertaining for you guys. Put on your glasses because, except for
put on your glasses, grab your mouse.
Grab your mouse, okay? And start going along because once you hear this, once it's going to be this, and it's only a couple of days away, so what we're going to do, there we go.
It's HP's Free Zoom polling time. It's time to vote, exercise your right, and flex those fingers.
All right, it's polling time. Everybody's standing outside in the cold to vote, but we're here nice and warm because we're going to start polling right now. So if you got your glasses and you hear this music, that means it's polling time for today. All right, so let me lower this a little. All right. Put on your glasses because I'm going to throw out a poll at you and see what you guys think. Launching poll now. Here we go. The fight over voting got serious, especially mail-in votes. What did they propose should replace it? Vote by pigeon carrier, vote by smoke signals, yell out your vote, why not? Vote by Morse code, or vote by 2 cups and a very long string. What are they going to What are they going to replace the mail-in votes with? You guys decide. The most popular stupid answer I can think of.
Female in votes.
How about an educated answer?
No. The country's not educated. I'm not about to start that shit. Hell no.
Because an educated consumer is our best customer.
Yeah.
Not.
That's right. All right, you guys all voted. Nice. Okay, let me end the poll there. This says the fight over voting got serious, especially mail-in votes. What did they propose should replace it? You guys said 44% of you said vote by 2 cups and a very long string. All right, nice.
Morse code got 25%.
Yeah, look at that.
HP, you want to know why I picked my answer? Or
Why?
is this anonymous?
No, you tell me why.
Because I'm an Indian giver. Smoke signals. Duh.
Oh, duh, that's right.
I think that too.
There you go.
That's keeping in with the theme.
Smoke signal.
Jose.
We're gonna have huge smoke signals. I'm gonna be voted by the hugest plume of smoke. What's plume? I don't know. Huge. Okay, so let me stop sharp. Okay, there's 4 polling questions, and if you're not seeing it out there on Facebook or YouTube, that's because you got to join in on the Zoom in order to vote, because this is great. I think it's great. So there we go. Launching poll number 2. Here we go. Launching. The Los Angeles Dodgers, after years of near misses, beat the Tampa Bay Rays 3-1. How did they win? Tampa Bay used bats covered in COVID-19. Tampa Bay said the Dodgers sneezed down on them as they ran by. The cardboard cutout fans in the stands made too much noise. The Dodgers made Tampa Bay play with COVID-19 shaped baseballs. Tampa Bay was more concerned about who to blame. I don't know why these things are gonna. All right, there you go.
Because they don't play like the Mets, HP.
Hey, ho.
We played great.
Hey,
All
we
right,
don't
now-
listen to aliens.
Now Mel is too high on the.
But we play great.
Mel is high on the Mets being bought today.
I own like 100%.
Yeah, that's it. All right, let's end the vote there. And look at that. Oh, it's a split. The Los Angeles Dodgers, after years of near misses, beat Tampa Bay Rays 3-1. How did they win? You guys said 25% of you, split tie. Tampa Bay used bats covered in COVID-19, and the cardboard cutout fans in the stands made too much noise. That was a lot to say.
Tampa Bay was more concerned about who to vote.
Who to vote for? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. All right, see?
That's what they were
Is
concerned.
Tampa Bay a bunch of old people?
No, they're a bunch of Cubans. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, boy. And the Cubans all went. All right.
They're
so
not
let's...
the Yankees, that's why.
All right. Oh,
Yankee
I
fan.
get
That's
crazy.
because the Yankees are socialists.
Oh, shit. All right. Launching poll number 3. Here we go. Residents of Puerto Rico are American citizens who have no voting representation in Congress. Why? Because Trump said they can't catch paper towels. Because Congress said they speak taka 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 taka. Because Congress feels they are just too far to vote. Congress said Puerto Rico does not rhyme with MAGA. Congress thought all Puerto Ricans moved to the Bronx, so why the hell? Or Congress decided Puerto Ricans are too optimistic, unlike Americans. Yeah. Residents of Puerto Rico are American citizens who have no voting representation in Congress. Why? You goddamn.
I just watched a commercial, a Puerto Rican commercial for Trump last night.
Oh,
In Puerto Rico for Trump.
nice.
You in Puerto Rico?
No, but I have illegal cable.
You have illegal cable. Ah.
Wait, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
All right,
Not
so
me. I don't have illegal cable.
let's end the poll there. And let me. Oh, look at that! You guys gave me another split. Residents of Puerto Rico, American citizens who have no voting representation in Congress. Why? You guys said twice. 29% of you said because Trump said they can't catch paper towels, and because Congress said they speak taka 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 taka.
Love the callbacks. Love those callbacks.
Love it, right? Don't you like that? All right. And for you new guys, you got to see last 2 episodes ago, and you'll know what the hell taka 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 means. Okay? Right? Because you need a new audience for these same old damn jokes. Okay. So, game show. Here we go.
They're original.
launching the last of today's spectacular launching poll. Here we go. Americans are buying guns at a record rate, including many people who hadn't previously owned one. Why? Americans thought you had to vote with a gun. Americans knew bullets would be scarce in the future. Americans are concerned of a COVID-19 home invasion. Americans are showing the world how to improve the economy. And Americans wanted to break another record besides COVID-19 infections.
Oh, those are tough.
Those are tough.
Those are tough.
Americans are buying guns at a record rate, including many people who hadn't previously owned one. Why?
Could go either way.
Yeah. Could go either way.
That's right. Could go either way.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Too many Clint Eastwood movies.
Yeah, too many.
That was a good one.
All right, let me end the poll there. And you guys gave me an answer. All right, Americans are buying guns at a record rate, including many people who hadn't previously owned one. Why? You guys said 38% of you said Americans wanted to break another record besides COVID-19 infections. Yeah, all right.
Finally getting the majority.
Finally got the majority. And thank you for participating. In this week's HP's free Zoom polling. And for you guys who are new, I usually give a segment with pictures, but not today. I got tired. Oh, what am I gonna do? You can't be doing everything. And my pictures. My producer was busy finding his costume, right, Jose?
Yeah, I couldn't get those pictures out. Sorry, boss.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell? Where did they go?
Jose told me there were going to be pictures.
They were. Oh. There you go. All right. So let's begin this off. Let's begin with the one who was here. Let's give a warm welcome to the newbies today. Okay. So let me start off with a little bit of a song here. Here we go. All right, he was the first one that I was like, who the hell is guest number 4? And finally he says, I'm in the right room. So please, round of applause. Let me get all this down packed. Round of applause for Tom Padovano, everybody. Tom.
Yeah, Tom. Tom.
Wow. I'm just as a guy from Queens. Anyhow, am I supposed to listen to the music stops?
Yeah, you should.
So. Oh, okay, thank you. I hope everybody's doing okay during this coronavirus. Now, I've been working, but I finally said, boss, can I work from home? He said, no, you're a cab driver. I've had a lot of crazy bosses. I had this one. Is that me? I'm sorry. I had this one boss. If I made a mistake, she would say, Tom, look at the mistake you made. But if she made a mistake, it was, oh, Tom, look at the mistake we made. So I said to her, well, boss, look at the ugly dress we're wearing. Had this other boss. This other boss, a tough guy. Every day he'd say, so, working hard or hardly working? I grabbed him by the neck and said, well, boss, breathing hard or hardly breathing? I hate going on interviews. I went on this interview. The guy said, Tom, this job pays $1,000 a week, but in 6 months, it goes to $2,000 a week. I said, great. I'll come back in 6 months. Now, thank you. Now, I come from a poor family in Queens, but every year, my parents sent me to summer camp in January. Save them some money. Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, they were a little slow, but that's okay. Now, when I was a kid, my mom and I didn't get along. When I was 7, I said, "Mom, am I adopted?" She goes, "Not yet, but I'm working on it." I was, thank you. Now, I was a dumb kid. I mean, I was always getting left back. I was the only kid in 3rd grade, excuse for jury duty. Very embarrassing. As a matter of fact, my teacher, I was waiting for that. My teacher made my parents write on the blackboard 100 times, "We won't have more kids."
Damn.
And now I have this apartment that has a bug problem. And you know you have a bug problem if you try to open the kitchen cabinet door and it's being pulled shut from the other side. That's a bug problem. Now, the other day, I ran out of Raid, so I sprayed a cockroach with furniture polish. It died, but had a great shiny finish. So that was good. Now, I haven't been feeling well lately, so I went to my doctor, Dr. Julio Alejandro Bernstein. Yeah, this guy is brilliant. He taught me things I never knew. How to approach an attractive woman in a restaurant without fear of rejection by using the Heimlich maneuver. An amazing man. Yeah. So I told him I haven't been feeling well. He examined me for just 5 minutes and told me to come back the next day for an autopsy. Pretty cool, you know? So anyhow, he got mad at me. I said, "Doctor, it hurts me when I touch here, touch here, touch here." He goes, "Idiot, you got a broken finger." Now, I feel sorry for my neighbor. Her doctor said, "Mrs. Sicarina, you only have 10 to live." She goes, "What do you mean? 10 years? 10 months?" He said, 10, 9, 8, 7. Well, oh, such a cute baby. Well, listen, you've been a wonderful audience, confused perhaps, but wonderful. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Tom. I appreciate you. I swear. I for a minute there, I thought you were going to get into lo-fi, but you had good Wi-Fi. I got to give you that. Okay. All right, so let's continue this nice crowd all night. Wow, we got a great turnout today. You know what? This title always reminds me of the one who was doing her makeup, and she basically just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna put on a mask." Please, round of applause for Jean Kim, everybody. Yay.
Look at that.
Hello, everybody. Happy
Hello.
Halloween.
Hey.
Hello,
Yeah.
Halloween.
parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went a little wild out with my makeup, but look at matching. Yeah. So I'm disappointed that the Halloween parade is going to be canceled this year.
Oh.
But I was thinking about, like all the things that we could dress up as and all the costumes we're going to miss out on. My fiance and I, we were going to dress up as a COVID nasal swab and a nostril. And then I thought, there would be like a Chris Christie, and he'd be chasing like a slab of bacon. Or like a Donald Trump with like a big COVID particle head instead of or a post office box that had just gotten raped by the Postmaster General. Anyways, these are the thoughts I'm having because I don't work and I don't go anywhere. Yeah, so my friend and I were talking the other day about whether we, about whether we wanted to have kids or not. And I said, look, I never had that biological ticking clock thingy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love kids. From a distance.
What is that noise? Is that Doug?
I think it's Doug. He's like looking around in his office.
I didn't do anything. Recognizing the symbol.
It's his fucking chair. It's got a motor on it. He has a rascal instead of a chair.
King Kong's hand. Back to Jeannie. Back to Jeannie.
Yeah,
Come on.
okay.
Yeah, so I said I love kids from a distance. I think they're absolutely adorable in a toy. I wouldn't even mind taking one home as long as there was an expiration date on when I had to return them, like a library book. Yeah, so. Yeah, so I grew up in Ohio where I was just one of 4 Asians in my entire town. There was so many white people there. I mean, Asians weren't even the minorities. We were just like a blip. There were so little Asians there that like every time my mom went to the mall, she'd come home and she'd give us a full Asian sightings report. I think I see 1 Filipino, 1 Chinese, 2 Japanese, 1 Korean. So, with the election coming around on Tuesday, I already voted, but I've been making these calls for Joe Biden in Pennsylvania. Yeah, some of the calls went like that. But my mom lives in Staten Island and, she's a Republican and I have to help her find her early voting site. So that's a bit awkward. I think I'm going to just take her to the wrong poll site next year. I'm kind of like a Trump dyslexic, meaning that, I paid $70,000 in taxes last year, but only $750 on my hair. Which is the opposite of what they said Trump did. They said he paid $70,000 for his hair on The Celebrity Apprentice.
Wow.
And what is that? $1,000 per orange follicle? So last year, year, I did some extra work on this show called The Hunt. It was starring. It was starring Al Pacino on this on Amazon. He was playing a Nazi hunter. So on the morning of the TV shoot, I was headed there, and my boyfriend said, "Don't forget to cozy up to Al Pacino." And I was like, "Oh." And then I'm almost out the door, and he was like, "Don't forget Al Pacino." And I was like, "Okay, so let me get this straight. If Al Pacino asked me back to his trailer and requested a blowjob, you'd be totally fine with that." And he's like, "Look, if he asked me if I got a speaking part, I'd blow Al." But he does want to be a kept man, so that could have something to do with it. So, that's it, folks. That's all for me.
Hey, Jeannie.
Hey, thank you, Gene. I'm so curious. Who's the one having their turkey earthquake? What the fuck is going on? Too soon. That's why we're in comedy. I'm sorry. I gotta make fun of all of it. All right. Okay. So let's continue this. And you know what? I love the way this guy was rock and rolling here, and I'm gonna give him a nice little great. I know which one. This is gonna go good. All right, here we go. He was rock and rolling. Please, round of applause for Doug Max.
Yeah. Doug Max.
Yeah, Doug.
Thank you, and hello, everybody.
Hello.
And hello to all the people I know. And hello to all the people I know by reputation, of which there are a number of you. And hello to the people I don't know at all. I did want to ask. I heard Rob's a Jew, and I wanted to ask, what kind of Jew are you, Rob? Okay, that was that joke.
He's the Sammy Davis Jew.
You don't get asked that all the time, Rob. If I was an MC bringing you up and I'd said Rob's a Jew, everybody'd go where? Never mind.
Black Jew.
Okay.
Black Jew.
I'm a Jew. When I went to Jamaica, I sat next to a guy on the shuttle going to my hotel, and I said, "Hi, I'm Doug." He goes, "Rob, I." I go, "You're a rabbi?" He goes, "No, Rob, I." Okay, I didn't know I was going to go there. So, no, it's so easy to be funny here. Just laugh automatically. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to do that. Ask for the button and get those laughs. Anyway, so I'm going to bring the room down so it's easier for all of those of you after me. No, well, give me an opportunity. You'll appreciate it. It'll be like you're all crying. You're like, "Oh, this is going to be easy for me to get a laugh." So my mother died about 5 years ago.
Oh, damn it.
And she left me with that horrible line for a comedy routine. Thank you. So my father wanted to be by himself for a little bit, but a couple of years later, he was not doing well with the caretakers. I, like an idiot, volunteered to take care of him. So for the last 3.5 years, I was a caretaker to my 95-year-old dad. One of the things I didn't know when I volunteered and I moved in with him, I don't know if you guys know this, but as people get older, they like the temperature to be their age. So I moved in with him in February, and it was really comfortable. I could go around the house in shorts. You know, I was sweating. It was great. And then it got to be the summertime. And it's getting to be 80, 85 out in the house. It's building up to 85, 90 in the house. I'm like, "Dad, you've got to turn on the air conditioning." Comfortable. Dad, it's 90 degrees in my room. I'm comfortable. Dad, can you see I'm naked, sitting on a ShamWow with a mister. I got an electric fan. I could not keep cool. He's like, you're going to turn on the air conditioning. Thank you. I know that wasn't you. He's like, you're going to turn on the air conditioning. I'm going to come out of the shower, get a cold blast of air, get pneumonia, and die. One day I was sitting there sweating in my room. The doorbell answered. I went down to answer it. It was, thank you. It was Esther from the temple. I don't know what it was, the heat or the delirium. When I answered the door, I was totally naked. And I thought, you know something? Esther is going to tell my dad what I did. He's going to realize he's got to live in the world with other people and turn on the air conditioning. Esther came over 3 days in a row. Yeah, that was that. So he's 95 at this point, and he's not getting around so great. The doctor said, you know, he's really not doing well with the cane. You've got to get him a walker. Like, fuck that. He doesn't do anything around the house at all. I got him a lawnmower. It was self-propelled. I was like, look out the kitchen window. It'd be dragging him behind. His feet would make furrows in the lawn. I could follow behind and plant grass seed. The electronic laughing is really great. To come to a real comedy show would make it a really great experience for me. Anyway, I'm gonna close by saying my sister is in California, not a lot of help, and I'm in New Jersey. And I was trying to figure out how to get her to come and help, and she would not. And then COVID hit, but it didn't work. But anyway, she called up. I'm trying to get her out. She's like, "How's Dad?" I'm like, "He's fine. What's he doing? He's up on the roof." He's 96. What's he doing up on the roof? He's blowing leaves. He doesn't out of the gutters. He doesn't do anything around the house. She's like, "I'm getting on a plane tomorrow." So, okay. I'll work on that one. Oh, I don't have to work on that one. I'm just getting a recording of that laughter. I don't know if the audience will realize but it might work. Anyway, guys, Jeff, Debbie, Helene, wherever you are, Jose, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for telling me it was a costume show. Thank you for telling me, Jose.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good job. Good job.
Yeah, definitely. You went with the crowd there. They were loving you there for a minute, for 2 minutes.
The electronic crowd. Yeah.
Good job, Doug.
Good job. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's keep this going, man. You guys are rock and rolling now, and I don't want to mess up anything. All right. He's rock and rolling now. He actually pushed that person, and he found out that he pushed in Mike Tyson into the subway. Please, round of applause for Mike Hernandez.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my cues. Sorry for the blood on my face. She didn't tell me she wasn't her period. Oh, I'm sorry.
Where's Egg McMahon? Jeff, where's Egg McMahon? Oh,
wait a minute.
Johnny. Now I can go wash it.
Don't get it on the furniture.
Yeah, let me help you out here. Let me.
Yeah, you old bastards.
Movie conductor.
I mean, we could just play Bugs Bunny and you just listen to Bugs Bunny if you. Stop it, man. Can I please do? Can I do comedy? Goddamn it!
Oh, you're doing it all right.
I know. It's ridiculous. Are you smoking? How come I'm smoking?
What's up,
you
New
get
York?
high?
When you're riding a train or bus,
Oh, damn.
wear a mask. Show your fellow riders.
The reason I got on, the reason I'm on this train is because nobody was on it. And fucking bloody face, bloody face.
You fit right in.
I know, and I would never work for the train station because you have to work there. You actually have to work. I'm a carpenter, and if you shake my hand, I have the softest carpenter hands. I know, I'm like, I speak, like people, I confuse people. They don't give me the jobs I should be doing because I speak, like I pronounce words correctly. Like I try to speak correctly, and that freaks fucking white people out when and they always give me the wrong job. Like they give me a better job than I deserve. So it's all about speaking English. All you have to do is just speak good English. They're like, wow, you are you Hispanic? Oh yeah. You don't sound like one. I can't believe that a Puerto Rican can speak English that well.
That's one small step for man.
One large steps for speaks mankind. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. But I you know what? I don't like about space? We keep spending money for space, but why are we going to space? Why are we going there? Like I think I've said this before. Like, why are we spending money? Like, is there a beach up there? I have a bloody. I'm looking at myself. Like I really went down on a bloody nothing.
Not tonight, Mike. I don't care.
No, you know that you ever hear that saying that men say I won't come in your mouth?
Oh.
You ever hear that?
Yeah, all the time. They tell me that all the time.
No, that men
never
say
done
that. Men say that. I know that's a fucking scumbag thing to do, but the equivalent to that for women is I was done 2 days ago. Like I'm finished. The period is done. It's the same lie. That's the same lie we tell them.
So, in other words, you got Malcolm X.
Too soon, Mel. Too soon.
He got red hair.
No, I don't see it like that. Like, I wait. If you go down and you get surprised by that, it's like you would chase. Like you went down on an octopus and it inked you. I don't know. Like you try to make out with an octopus, and the octopus fucking threw red ink on your face. That's probably what it is. Why are we talking about this?
Is there a doctor in the house?
There is.
That's what I said.
There is.
This is not for kids. This is not for kids.
You got your red wings.
Yeah, baby.
You guys are all animals. You guys all went down. I can't believe you guys all did it. You guys are
conversation is real.
I can't believe you guys are fucking. You guys do this on a regular basis. All right. I mean, you guys are going out with strong women, I guess. That's okay. Hashtag me too, man. Say it. There's porn like that. There's porn about that. Like this is the best thing about the present. Like the present is. Do you know how better the young kids have it now, when it comes to porn? Remember, like. When we wanted to watch porn, we had to go out and you had to think about it first. You're like, I'm going to go outside and buy. I'm going to make a purchase. I'm going to go outside and face somebody and pick pussies galore and put it on the counter. You're like this. Hey, pussies galore. How much? $40.
My God.
We had to look somebody in the face and say, "Hey, I want Pussy Galore. Do you have Pussy Galore 4?" You have to look somebody in the face, and now all you have to do, like, you don't even have to leave your car. You could be depressed. You don't even have to you don't have to wash up. You just fucking press a button. As long as you pay your cable bill, you can fucking masturbate. And you know, people.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jizz.
All right. Am I bombing? Is that what it is? All right. I'm done. Which is glasses.
Good job, mate.
You were far from the bombing, my friend. You did
Good
spectacularly well, and I'll hate you if you get discovered on my YouTube. That's for you. All right, so far so good. We don't. Okay, this is the way Jim claps his hand, like this. All right, thank you. Oh, you make it so easy, Jim. Thank you very much. I like that. All right, so let's give this one. All right, here we go. For his mysterious clapping, either downstairs in the basement or in public, or while he's masturbating. Please round of applause, Jim Maywalt, everybody.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah. Maywalt. I remember you gotta wait for the. You get a lot of fanfare with this music.
These are songs that plays after you take a dump. Sorry.
Mike, it looks like you were from the Village People and your promoter didn't know it was a Hell's Angels barbecue or something. You know, shouldn't have booked that show. Y'all look great. I think if about 15 of you were to get hit by a bus, I might be the brightest guy in the room here. Compete with those freaking cats, I guess, you know. Halloween, just one step closer to full-on diabetes for me. That's what that. Every time this year I start getting dizzy on the bus, you know, just popping Butterfingers and. And this is trouble. Another year Halloween's canceled. We had Sandy, it was canceled one year. 10 inches of snow, you know. After Halloween, I'm like one cheeseburger away from one cheeseburger away from being morbidly obese, you know. But I carry it well, they tell me, HP. Fernando, I heard you let your name slip earlier. I heard that.
That was a hideaway.
Why do I get the feeling I'm gonna have to live in the woods in a week? You know?
Oh man.
I just feel like I'm gonna be living in the woods. I don't know why it is. It's something like fucking depression or something. And I'm saying, like, I just feel like I'm gonna be drawing. I'm gonna need a tarp. I'm not an outdoorsman. I don't know. I watch that show Alone, you know, where they drop these survival guys out in the Alaska and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting out of this fucking helicopter, man. No freaking way. Go back with you guys, you know. Crazy. You know, and who am I going to take with me? I got to like, you can't come with me in the woods unless you can start a lawnmower. That's my first rule. You got to be able to, you know, there's some type of capability here. You know what I mean? I have a can opener. That's what I'd have: a case of beans, my tarp, right? I'd be out in the woods, no freaking can opener. I'd be trying to smash a smashing cans of beans against a rock. That's over ahead. It's just, you know what? push the goddamn button, Donnie. Just get this fucking shit over with. I've had it, Before you leave, just push it. I'll have my nuclear bomb catcher's mitt out on the sidewalk. Hum, babe, hum, kid. Bring it in here, man. I wanna be the first to go. The first one. Me and the rest of the Griswolds in the freaking CRV just drive under that freaking the hell out of here. The power was out yesterday. I was curled up in a fetal position in the basement here. No lights. What the hell is he doing? My wife was watching the real men fix the pole out front. Those guys. You know what they're doing. And we even have a generator. Can't you start the generator? It's raining outside, for fuck's sake. Electricity, water, that doesn't go well. No. Seriously, I've been shocked 5 times on construction sites for just general stupidity, really. I once went on a job site and plugged the radio in, blasting classic rock high as a kite. Still drunk from the night before. Right? Music's blaring. The boss says, demo that laundry room. Like, okay. I'm the guy to plug the radio in. It says, is the power off in the house? Oh, yeah. You ever hit a dryer line with uninsulated pliers? I don't know. I don't want to keep you guys from anything, so I'm just gonna finish up with a little pour. I'm just thinking if I got arrested on Halloween night and you came into the cell HP in that outfit, like, holy shit. Oh my goodness. Mike's right though, man. It's easy to get poured now. We used to have to freaking work for it, man. I used to have to wait for the full figured bra ads to come out. They have to wait for the kid to roll that AVA Brigade fucking VHS thing in the television into the 8th grade room when the National Geographic movies. The chief would always have the women do that boob dance, Producer would slide him a couple hundred. He'd be like, boob dance. And they'd all jump up and down like they're skipping rope, but without a rope, It didn't matter. It didn't even matter. It didn't matter where they were. Africa, Brazil, Staten Island, same thing. Same boob dance every time we got to the natives. But, hey, well, you know what? You all look like $1 million. I love each and every one of you, and thanks for keeping me around here, HP. Usually I wear people out by this long of a relationship, No, come on. Come on. You don't wear me out because I can turn off this computer anytime I want to. Unlike your wife. Jim, can you go outside and help those electricians in the rain? Find out if it's live. I love you, Jim. That's good. You too, man. Good banter. All right, so let's keep this going. Let me bring up the next one here. All right, here we go. Let's bring that one in. She's ready for Congress, but she doesn't want to show anybody who she is. Please, round of applause for Ruthie Ferrara. No, not yet.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween Eve.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Woo. Lots of stuff going on, people. Lot of fun stuff. Everybody racing to get their voices heard. So I hope you guys got your vote on. I voted already in the Empire State.
All right.
The line was long, but it was worth it. And you should see, there was this lady, she was trying to make her way in the line, and she asked me, "Excuse me, lady, excuse me, ma'am, how long you been on this line?" I said, 4 years. And I told her, if you want to vote, you better get in back of the line like everybody else. And the line ends up that block, and then it wraps around 4 times in that brown building, which moves across the street.
Yeah.
And then you got to cross the bridge, enter the alley, then you're going to go see a go up the hill, and that's where it ends. No, but ma'am, you don't understand. I used to work for Donald Trump, and she told me that. And yeah, and I worked for him, and he grabbed my, and he also sexually assaulted me. Look, she showed me her neck, and man, I saw these horrible orange stains. I said, all right, get in front of me. I let her get in front of me.
Oh.
But man, tomorrow is Halloween, and remember, the same rule still applies from before COVID. No masky, no candy. And check this out. Also in the White House, you have staffers under Mike Pence who also tested positive for karma. Like, wow, they don't learn over there. This is the vice president and his team who was placed in charge to handle the virus, but apparently the Rona keeps multiplying. The Rona just keeps growing and growing. It's like strictly being told, do not let gremlins be in contact with water. That's what they do. They go have large parties and rallies with gremlins. Wow, unreal. Well, anyway, we also learned that the ink didn't even dry with the ink on Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death certificate didn't even dry. And yet Amy Coney Barrett, the conservative Catholic, was confirmed to be the next Supreme Court justice. And man, many are fearing this could put an end to females' rights. That's foul. So basically, guys, you know that big ugly girl with the hunchback and that thick neck with big hands you accidentally had drunken sex with and impregnated? Guess what, guys? She won't be able to get an abortion. So I hope you guys know how to cradle and burp an ogre. Yep, you're gonna have a baby ogre. But calm down. Look at the bright side. Your child is gonna have a funny ass friend that's a donkey.
Oh.
And you know, laughter is there you go. Laughter is the best medicine. So trust me, you're gonna need all that therapy you can get. And, you gotta have this baby. You gotta have this baby. You know, I'll help you out with Pampers, a rattle, a club. Just don't ask me to babysit. Yeah, don't ask me to babysit that old girl, because I'm not trying to go coochie. Ew. Wow. Anyway, man, at my house, there are 2 females going through changes. My teenage daughter is cold, crabby, and will cuss you out. And I get hot and sweaty, and I will curse you out. That explains why my husband and son always takes trips to Home Depot like 5 times a day. But anyway, I can't wait till the stage opens up, because I'm hearing that it's going to be reversed. us comedians are gonna laugh at the audience. We're gonna laugh at the audience because they're gonna pay for 3-drink minimum. They're gonna pay for tax and cover, and they're gonna pay for that sanitizing fee. So there you go. We're gonna laugh at them. But anyway, what I got, folks. Have fun for tomorrow, Halloween. Get your vote on, and let's hope for the best.
All right, thank you, Ruthie. And remember, don't poison the candy this year, okay? Those kids want to live.
Oh, damn. You actually remind me. I got to buy poison.
Oh, you ran out?
Antifreeze works the same way.
Who'd you use it on?
It certainly does.
All right. All right, so now let's make another new one. Very, very okay. Here we go. Let's make her feel welcome. Let me bring this up here. She was the date that ran away from me at prom night, and now I finally found her and put on her favorite music. Please round of applause for Nancy Levine, everybody.
Wow, I feel fabulous. You guys like the hair?
Yeah.
Yes. Fabulous. Fabulous. Okay, so listen, let's cut all this shit. Let's get real.
Yeah.
I've been married for a really long time. And I'm going through the change, which means I sweat a lot at night. The other night, my husband came into bed, touched me, said, ew, and asked me if I peed myself.
Oh.
That's when you know. I have sex so suddenly that I go to my gynecologist for foreplay. Hello, Dr. Rosenthal, it's Nancy. I'd like to make an appointment for my yearly checkup. Well, yes, I know it's been 2 weeks, but you can never be too careful. See you soon. Bring the wine. You guys watch that show Love Island? It's a show, they have like 2 dozen, thank you, yes. Love Island, it's a show where they have like 2 dozen 20-year-olds, and the whole thing is that they have to hook up. And after they hook up, they have to decide whether they're going to stay together or hook up with somebody else. And the person who doesn't hook up is kicked off the island. It's kind of like Survivor for nymphomaniacs. These people are having more sex in 10 episodes than I've had in 10 years. But you know what I want? And the person that wins, the couple that wins at the end win. The couple that wins at the end gets $100,000.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, but you know what I'd like to see?
I need to be in that show.
I'd like to see a show called Married Island. Only on this show, nobody hooks up. And everybody's in their 50s. Not with anybody else. And the person who stays away from their significant other the longest wins $100,000. Now that's a show I'd like to see because I can use $100,000.
Yeah.
Oh, please, you're too kind. You're too kind. So I recently started substitute teaching because I everybody calm down. I said substitute, not There's a big difference between the two. I mean, one is a demeaning dead-end career that destroys your soul. The other is prostitution. Do it because I wasn't getting enough aggravation and verbal abuse from my own kids at home. So anyway, so they hooked me up with this 2nd grade class, and 2nd graders think, oh, 8-year-olds, fun, rah, rah. That's right. 27 Adderall-laced monsters who would stab you with a crayon in the eye for a fruit roll-up. Wanted me to teach the Common Core math. One problem. I don't know Common Core math. So I had to read the textbook, which really pissed me off because I didn't take this job to fucking learn anything. But let me ask everybody something. What's 8 plus 5?
13.
Wrong. That's the old math. The new math, they want you to break down the 5 to make the 8 a 10, and then you have to figure out how many more it takes to make the 8 a 10, which is 2. Then you take the 2 from the 5, which is 3, add that to the 2, which is 5, and then you add it to the 8, and you get 13. Easier than just adding 8 plus 5.
Wow.
It was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, and I've given birth 3 times. Wine out of a juice box at 10:30 a.m. So anyway, so it's lunchtime, and one of the little boys starts crying because somebody stole his pretzels. Well, who would steal pretzels out of a little boy's lunchbox? Well, somebody forgot to bring a snack, and she didn't want to drink wine on an empty stomach. So he's standing there crying, and I'm like, oh, should I be a nice mom and give him a hug? But then I thought, no, these kids are just... Right, you rotten kids. These kids are disgusting, what with their whining and their coughing and their COVID. Besides, knowing my luck, I'd get pink eye and a lawsuit. So I did what any substitute would do. I gave him one of my special juice boxes, and he shut right up. Back before I started substitute teaching, oh God, I look fabulous. I can't stop. I used to be single. Because I was wearing this wig, I don't know. In New York City, and I remember I was walking down the street minding my own business, and this homeless guy comes up to me and says, "Yo, bitch, nice ass." And I said, "Why, thanks very much. Nice too." I could just hear my mother in the background. She was always dying for me to get married. "Nancy, don't be so particular. Ask him what he does for a living. Does he make a nice salary?" I'm like, "Mom, the guy shits in his pants." Big deal. So did your father. All my time, guys. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Nancy. Okay. So let's continue this going. Let's bring up somebody that's has a lot of patience waiting for her. So let's do that. Yeah. Because she's getting there, and let's bring her. She told me she loves this song because that's what she visits her cats and dog patients with. Please round of applause for Debbie Baza.
Debbie!
Yeah. Yeah. Here we go.
Happy Halloween, Nurse Ratchet.
Yeah. Wait, she's a doctor, not a nurse.
Doctor. I got a fever.
Hold on. Oh.
Fucking loop.
Oh, it's so good to be here with everybody. This is so much fun, really.
Oh, thank you.
My life is very sad. It really is. And I want to just say hello to Mr. and Mrs. HP. They look lovely.
Yeah.
Let me spotlight them so everybody gets to see who they're talking about. There you go, everybody. They dressed up. You know what?
baby.
You know why they dressed up, right? Because they live in Orlando.
There you go.
I'm sure my mother, if she's looking down at me, will be very proud to see me with a lab coat on. Because after I got my GED and I got a higher score than her, I was so I don't know, excited. I smiled. I think I'm going to go back to school to get a degree. She's, Deb, don't pass Joe. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I was a waitress. I wasn't a very good waitress, but I did. And I got jobs very easy because I would say I could work days, nights, fill in, whatever you need. And then I get a job, get a few dollars. My father said, money. And then I would want to quit. And my mother said, you better not. Oh, God. Yeah, I have my notes, my cat's, what a pain in the ass this cat is. It's just too cold upstairs where I do my, the afternoon. So I know, so I'm stuck with her. Thank God, I think she went to rubbing my nose like I'm snorting coke, but it's hard. It's not easy for me. This is not easy. I tell you, the hardest job I had was 21 years raising my daughters. Oh my God. Those two bitches almost killed me. Now, that was the hardest thing I had. Because, when you have daughters, you got to be on top of them. You got to snoop a little, but you don't want to give it out. Oh, I did. But then, like sometimes I would ask one of their friends, and then the friends would tell them, "I little bitches, they got to snoop." Everybody's around. Just listen. We got through, right? 21 years, high school diploma. One of them went to college. The other one has a degree, a secretary. No teenage unwed pregnancies. That's pretty good. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Hey, we're talking about porn. I actually like it all. I remember years ago, there was a story about the lonely housewife and the telephone repairman. The woman's on the phone with her husband. Again? You have to work again this weekend? I'm going to be so lonely. There's a knock on the door. Hey, lady, some of the phone lines are down in the area. I got to go in the yard and climb on your pole. Oh, okay. She opens the door. He walks in the back. This guy's gorgeous. This guy's got the ripped jeans. Oh, yeah. His belt is low. His t-shirt. He climbs up the ladder. She's just so upset and crying and lonely. And he comes back. He said, all right, lady. By now, she's screaming hysterical. What are you crying for? You're too beautiful to cry. I'm lonely. My husband works every weekend he works. He grabs her in his arms, right? His t-shirt comes off, her top comes off, and her breasts were natural. One was a little lower. They were natural. It wasn't a small body, You can't compete with the women today. They all got the beach balls, the beach dance. And they get I don't like that. I like the story with my porn. Call me old fashioned. And I'm really trying to keep up. I'm trying to become politically correct. Because there's things you could say and things you can't say, right? Like I have a friend, her name is MARCIA, right? I call her Marsha. She's, my name is Marcia. It's not Marsha. I'm sorry, I go online because they have for, people that can't pronounce everything as well, like I can't. And I look up, how do you pronounce MARCIA? You know what they said? Marsha. So that would be like me. My name is Deborah. I'd be D-Bo-Ray, So yeah, and then another thing, I know Jewish people have had a bad rap for a long time. You can't say Jews are cheap anymore, but you can say my mother was Jewish and she was a cheap lady. That you can't say Italian men are abusive, but you can't say my father wore pointy roach killers. And he used to be. You can't say all Puerto Ricans are great kissers. But you can't say, I like my tonsils getting tickled when I'm making out. 2 days this week, I was depressed. I mean, it's enough already in this fucking house. When does it end? I'm going $10. I have them in 4 different colors. I'm wearing it on the TV show, on a Zoom show now. The guy broke his dentures. I know what kind of.
Oh no.
I know, right? It's hard for me. This is like my stage voice. I got my other voice. My other voice is nice and hi.
Hi.
My therapist receptionist called up and I didn't recognize the number. So I said, hello, Joe, I didn't recognize you. I said, well, this is my finding a husband voice.
Sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Not in service. So I think that's my time. I have no idea what time it is, what day it is. I think I'm in the friggin' twilight zone. I mean,
we all are.
When does this shit end? They said it would be 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Easter.
July 4th.
When people were celebrating their birthday in March and April, I used to think, oh, that's
We're rounding the corner.
my name in September. Look at this. Now this is worth putting my glasses on, huh?
Hey, what are you guys doing in my bathroom?
We caught.
I missed it. I'm gonna have to
This
rewind.
is really getting crazy. Jose, do something.
Holy shit! Is that Mike taking a shower again?
That's a photo bomb.
What's that?
Mike, every show. Where is this?
Okay.
I thought this was a PG-13 show.
Hey, Mike, here are all the women. Here they go. Take it
And I was
out,
going to do a
take it
clean
out,
set
take
today.
it
That's out the window.
You're gonna do a clean set, Mel? Really?
Yeah, I was.
All right, we got to go. We got to go back to Debbie. We got to give her a good farewell. Come on, guys.
You can't top that. Come on.
Come on, you can't top that.
You can't compete with that.
All right, Debbie, thank you. If it wasn't for Mike Hernandez being all fucking horny and he has to take a shower.
Hey, Mike, hurry up. You only get 5 minutes at the YMCA. Come on. Holy shit, I can't find. Here you go, Mike. Here, take another shower.
Hey, Jim, at least we know he showers Wednesdays and Fridays.
Fucking guy.
Mr. Hernandez, your shower is ready.
Give him another coin.
Number 17, please. Please go to number 17.
Okay, all right. As long as Mike's getting all lathered up, let's keep this going. Come on. As Jim say, there are kids watching. There are kids. All right, so let's continue. Please let me bring up another tune so we can continue this spooktacular. I'm gonna keep saying that. Spooktacular. I'm talking like fucking what's his name? Okay, like Mike. We talk the same fucking English. All right, here we go. All right, she held on and she's ready to go. She's looking at us and I think she's ready for COVID. Everybody, round of applause for Helene. It's Helene. Hold on, let me bring you one of these. There we go.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dillo. Thank you. I'm going to take these off, but I do want to win the prize.
Yeah.
I do want to be just me, but I do want to win the prize. So just remember my costume. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, I want to let you know that see Mrs. Gillo and Mr. Gillo, they have that fan that's going around. Well, I pulled this off my fan in March, and I still can't bring any workers in to fix it because of the COVID. So I still have my fan is going around and around, and I can never ever stop it all these months. You might not know me as well as Debbie does, but I will keep that joke every friggin' week as long as I can. I wanted to respond to a few things. You know, my neighborhood, I live in an Asian neighborhood in Bayside, Queens, in Flushing, and nobody here celebrates Halloween. You know, they just don't. So instead of saying Happy Halloween tomorrow, I'm going to say, get your dog off my fucking lawn. I'm sorry. This is a family show. I don't really. You know, my material's clean. But I don't know if I ever told you about the woman who lives at my gym. Did I tell you that last time about a woman who lives in the locker at my gym?
No.
Okay. So I used to go to the Bally's gym, and there was a woman, she'd walk around the gym, and she walks around like, you know, I know that Flushing is very crowded. She probably has nowhere to live. I mean, I have a kitchenette, and when they took my stove out, I was going to rent that space to a family of 5. And this lady lives at the gym, and here's how I know. Because you know the dryer that you use to dry your hands? She turns it and washes her hair in the sink and dries her hair there. And she sleeps in the locker, but I'm not sure if she sleeps like this or she scrunches up and lives in the hair closet. She uses the, not the hot tub, but the sauna for socializing. And she uses the steam room for ESL. Why do I say that? People speak every language in Flushing, so they all learn from each other. It's not just she's getting English as a second language. So I changed gyms. I have a personal trainer, and she did get the COVID, and she didn't give it to me. She almost did, but she tried. She tried very hard. Some people say don't go back to it, but you know, she's very tough. She's 5 feet tall. She's very short, and she's a boxer, and she's very tough. She's from Sheepshead Bay. Watch out, Canarsie. And my first day, I go down her basement, and she throws her oil burner at me and goes, bench press this, bitch. I'm like, Doug, I love that laugh track. It helps me. But, you know, talking about I went on Doug's interview show, and it was so nice because there was no Zoom. It was just on the radio. So Doug asked me questions about my comedy, but I think, Doug, I think you got the bio wrong because his first question was, Helene, as an Asian American, you know, young and comparing yourself to like Mindy Kaling from The Office and, you know, from Indian and Asian comics, don't you find a lot of competition? I said, Doug, I think you have my bio wrong. I'm not a young Asian comic. I'm a 70-year-old Jewish comic. He says, let my partner, Tom, ask you the next question. He must have been a little embarrassed. So Tom says, Helene, since your father probably worked around the clock in all different cities installing computers, I bet you needed attention in high school and school. So that's why you're a comedian. I said, no, Tom, I think you have your notes wrong. I'm Jewish. My father came home every night from Brooklyn. He was a lawyer. He was very punctual. We had 5-course meals every day, except Wednesday, we had a dairy dinner. I think you have Well, finally, I hung up on both of them when the last question that Doug asked me was, Helene, ever since your Siamese twin was severed from you, has your comedy changed? But Mrs. Gillo, I noticed that you dressed in a costume of a witch, and is your husband Dracula? Or is that not your husband? But I forgot what else I was going to talk about, but I think I have it enough time. You have so many comics tonight. Well, thank you very much, everybody.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you, Elaine. And remember, you gotta mail them back the fan because they're in 80-degree weather and they need to turn off that fan. No, don't ever turn it off because then I can't know if they're frozen or not. So please don't. All right. Let's keep this going. We're doing good, right, guys? Yeah, we're doing great. It's gonna be up and running over the weekend. You guys are giving me great stuff. So all right. So let's go off with this one. All right, he's been waiting patiently. Oh, that one. All right. Remember, he's a twin, but he doesn't know it. But he's Sammy Davis's Jr.'s twin. Please, round of applause for Rob Sajou, everybody. Yeah.
Big Rob, yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
I decided to take off my Catboy mask because the pussy was getting a little too tight.
Oh.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing, right? It's a good thing. I voted already. Ruthie said she voted.
All right.
She voted. There was a long line.
Yep.
It was a long line, but for me, it was a very short line. I literally had no line because I mailed mine out. So. That's a good sound effect. So that's the sound my penis makes when I'm yeah. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Rob Sajous. I'm actually was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually half Haitian. My mom's American. She's 100% American. 100%. Thank you. 100% Black American woman from the project. She's straight up like street savvy. So she was telling me a story about how I was born, and it's a funny story because I'm a comic. She was telling me that she was at home and she thought she had to take a shit, and when she went to wipe, she felt my head. True story. It's crazy. So I was this close to getting baptized in toilet water.
Oh
man. No pun intended. So I was actually named after two cops that delivered me. One's name was Robert, of course. The other's name was Anthony. And it's crazy because I'm glad their names were Robert and Anthony. Because had they had some some strong, fucked up Haitian names, it would have been a different story.
Oh man.
Like Officer Bobot.
What?
Officer Tetzozo. My mother's American. She wasn't gonna have it, even though those names mean vagina and dickhead and. Yeah, my mother was gonna have it. So the cops would have been pissed off too. You don't want to use my name? You don't want to use my name? Oh, you don't want to use my name. You give birth by yourself. I know. My parents actually separated when I was 8 years old. Unfortunately, thanks for laughing. Yeah, my parents separated when I was 8 years old. I didn't even think anything of it. Like it didn't affect me in any way. Um, they had a mutual separation, a mutual agreement to separate. I'm lying. My dad cheated. That nigga cheated. You know what's funny? I do remember one of the girlfriends that my dad cheated on my mom with, because we went to her house one time, and I remember going to her house, and then he went upstairs. I think she was Indian. I think she was like Middle Eastern or something, because I don't remember her face, but I do remember my dad going upstairs and then coming back down smelling like curry. I'm like, where the fuck did curry come from? It pissed me off because I was hungry. I went upstairs. I was like, let me get chicken and lamb over rice, white sauce, hot sauce.
That's what you like.
But then when I think about it now as an adult, I realize my dad was the one that gave the white sauce. You know what I mean? Yeah, shit is nuts. Yeah. Unfortunately, my dad passed away almost 3 years ago, but it's okay because I'm accepting it. Thank you. I think I'm accepting it because I'm not even upset that he passed away suddenly. You know, I'm more upset that he still owes child support. I'm like, this is some bullshit. I'm thinking about honoring him though. I'm thinking about getting a tattoo of him on my forearm. But I'm thinking it's true. But I'm thinking, how is that gonna look when I'm beating my dick? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be awkward.
Hello, Dad.
Right? He's smiling at me and I'm smiling at him. Really? That's I mean, like he's watching me the whole time. Like, every time I shake my shit, he can like. I can't do that. I could jack it like this, you know, but his face is gonna be facing my dick, so I lose. I got some funny stories, because again, I'm a comedian. This isn't like a full like joke format, so I'm just gonna tell you some stories. When I was a kid. When I was a kid, I didn't grow up with siblings. I always had my cousins. So every time I went to, somebody said, "Oh," I always went to my aunt's house, and I had two cousins at my aunt's house, and we always hang out together. Like we went to parties and did everything. So we were forced to like pretty much go to church. I don't know if anyone has experienced that. Like we went to church, like she would always drag us, and I didn't speak Creole fluently, so I always had a problem like understanding and speaking the language. So every time we went to church, they would speak Creole, and that shit was annoying because I would fall asleep, and then my cousin would wake me up. I thought that's the worst thing, the drool in church, like.
The following conversation is real.
Facts. Yeah, so we would be in church and my cousins would be joking around, like just to try and keep us awake. We would joke around, and when it was time for like the sacramental bread and the wine, they would go up. I never had my communion, so I will get hungry around the same time that they will go up. So I'll be like, yo, cuz, like, yo, can you give me some bread and some wine? Let me taste Jesus. I want to taste Jesus too. So my cousins will come back and then they'll like kind of tease me. I wouldn't get any bread, but they'll just be like, "You got some bread? You got some bread? Yeah, I got bread."
So pissed off.
I would be so pissed off. I would be so pissed off. There was a so yeah. Let me see if I have some more jokes. Going to my aunt's house, there was a dollar cab. I don't know, for those of you who don't know what a dollar cab is.
Yeah,
it's
$1.
it's self-explanatory. It's self-explanatory. It's a cab that's $1, you know. And I would go inside the cab, and they would literally be like West Indians, mostly Jamaicans. So they would shout out like, HP is laughing because he knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's a lot of Jamaicans that be shouting out, just trying to get you in. You don't even know where you're going. Like, they'll just snatch your ass. They'll be like, Flatbush, who going up? Who going up? You a tucker,
Go
you a
now.
tucker. Break up, more fire. Like, dude, I'm not taking a dollar cab. I'm just going to the corner store. What the fuck is this? But that's how they be. That's how they will be. Like, they'll go in like in the direction like of the what you call it, the bus route. They'll take the bus route and they'll take you wherever you need to go. Yeah, that's a bus. So yeah, they'll go in the bus route and then they'll be shouting out and trying to stuff people in. So you'd be in the back seat like squeezing like this. This shit was annoying. This shit was annoying. We also have dollar contest.
Like that.
Yeah, I don't know what sound effect that was. Be playing some Jamaican music, you know? But yeah, they will squeeze me in a dollar van as well. They'll also have a dollar van that again, they'll squeeze you in, but the dollar vans will be so bootleg, like they wouldn't even have a button to close the doors. They would have it on a rope. So it's like, people just squeeze your ass in and be like, who going up? Who going up? Who going up? Well, $1. Slide the door. They will slide the door real closed. So for those of you who wouldn't want to pay that little ass dollar, they'll be like, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. As soon as they squeeze you in, like, oh, you want to drop off? You want to drop off? You want to drop off? You know, slide that door right on your leg. Slide that door right on your leg, and you'll be hopping right back home. So, yeah, I'm just telling stories. It's some new shit. So yeah, that's my time, guys. Thank you very much.
All right. Good job, Rob.
All right. Thank you very much, Rob. I appreciate your stories because I've been through them. I've been through those fucking calves, I swear. Up by what is it, Jamaica Hill? Oh, forget it, man. That's just horrible. Okay, so
I'll take this just to Canarsie.
Oh no, that's too far. I'm like, get me down. All right. So let's continue. We got a couple of more comedians left, and the witching hour is coming close to getting us all. Come on, I mean, come on. All right, so let me bring up this tune, this little ditty. Here we go. This man has to be introduced because I'm sure his head is high. Please, round of applause for Ziggy. Ziggy.
Thanks, HP. I can't believe I can't have so much in common with Rob. I also don't have any brothers or sisters, and my cousins would also drag me to a Creole church, and we were all Jewish. Debbie, as usual, got me all hot and bothered.
It's a family show.
What happened to the telephone repairman? I want to know the end of the story.
I want to know the end.
Did he get in? I don't know. Mike said that when he was a teenager, he was reading the magazine Pussy Galore, and I'm a lot older than him, so the magazine I had was Some Pussy. A lot of people have gained weight in COVID-19, 19 pounds and stuff like that. This is my 19 pounds right over here. I think the most popular Halloween costume this year should be Amy Coney Barrett with a in one hand with a bloody coat hanger, and in the other hand canceled health insurance. HP, you said you have a lot of gas. It's coming through my iPad. Please stop. As you get older, your memory isn't as good, and I'm kind of lucky because important dates in my life happened on easy days to remember. Like my anniversary is on Halloween, so that's easy to remember. One of my kids was born on tax day, April 15th, so that's easy to remember. Depending on when it is, my daughter was born like on Mother's Day, so that helps also. And I was born around Election Day, so it helps when you get old, to remember all these things. Anyway, but what I wanted to talk about was, I was in therapy, and one of the hardest things to know is when to stop therapy. Like you can go on forever, but I had an easy time of it because my therapist fired me. So she said, "It's not you, it's me. I hate you." She said, I think you should see other therapists and I should see other patients. I should have known something was wrong. Like when things went to Zoom, like she got up to go to the bathroom, and I could see behind her, what I thought were diplomas and stuff. But with the Zoom, I could really zoom in, and one was a graduation thing from PS 29. She had finger paintings on her finger paintings on the wall. Why couldn't she have at least graduated from technical school? She gave me a diagnosis. She called me a help rejecter complainer. Help rejecter complainer. I had to look it up. It's like when you go to a supermarket, you have a whole bunch of groceries. The cashier says, "Do you want me to put that in the bag?" And you say no. And then you walk home cursing the whole way because you're dropping everything. And I think I came across one of those types of people on my job. Like I work for Social Security, and a guy came in to know if he qualifies, and I said, "Yes, you qualify. You're going to get a lot of money." I said, "Do you want to apply?" And he said, "No." And as he's leaving, he says, "Goddamn government doesn't give you anything." What the hell? She made me sign a pre-neurotic agreement. A pre-neurotic agreement. Like if we would break up within the first year, I would keep my ego intact. But if it was more than a year, then it would become community property. But I stayed with her because she took my insurance. She wanted to do Freudian on me, but I wouldn't take that lying down. She was really big on dream therapy. She said, "Tell me your dreams, and that'll say a lot about you." And I couldn't remember my dreams, and she got mad. She said, "How can I help you if you don't do your homework?" So I said, "You killed whatever dreams I had." Anyway, It's late. That's my time. Everybody be well. Stay safe. Happy Halloween.
All right. Thank you, Ziggy. I appreciate you and
Hey,
your
Ziggy,
therapy.
maybe you could get the lonely housewife and the telephone repairman from Blockbuster. You put it on your list.
Yeah, I remember. That's a callback.
Debbie, I'd rather have you.
Become an Instagram. You have my number if anything happens.
What about my teeth? What about my false teeth? No.
No, yeah, they're solid. Don't worry about it. All right, let's continue. We're almost down to the end of this fabulous, spooktacular HP free Zoom open mic. Let me bring up another little tune here. There we go. We'll bring this one up. All right. Let's bring him in. He's been waiting. He's hot. He's Sir. I wait a lot. Please, round of applause for Richie the Head, everybody.
Yeah. All righty. I am Brave Knight, Sir Farts a lot.
There.
I just got vanity plates in my car, and it says just ahead. Because when I'm driving, all you see is just ahead. And I am Italian, 100% Italian, meaning I'm 50% Gabados and 50% Stunad. You know what annoys me when people at my job, they put up these birth notices, they note about the grandchild or child or whatever. Well, not all of the notice annoys me. I don't mind when they tell them about the sex and the weight and the name, but when they put the height down, that's where I get annoyed. Height 20 inches. 20 inches? Really? They're just born and they're already a third my height.
Oops.
But I play the lottery every week, hoping to hit it big. So a lot of my friends go, Rich, what's the first thing you're gonna do if you win lotto? I go, why do they say, what's the first thing you're gonna buy? And I go, I'm gonna buy a vasectomy. Because when the dumb head does something stupid, the smart head will be smart.
Good thing that's not a real knife.
Plastic. And I just tried this new Christian-based restaurant on the island. It's a burger place. It's called Holy Cow. Their slogan is, have it Yahweh. So I go in, I order the Lamb of God burger, St. Teresa tater tots, the Absolution vodka, and for dessert, hot apple pies. And you know the children's meal, it's called the Holy Trinity meal. Corn shrimp, communion cookies, and a plastic Jesus. And they have a family meal. It's the Last Supper meal. It's feed 13. And in high school, everyone's voted things in high school. I was voted most likely to piss off a Jehovah's Witness. And I don't have any kids. I was told by friends, family, and clergy, do not breed. Asian Italian fusion. It's called Fungools. Their signature dishes, some wop slop. And then, I work for the post office and I work on the deck, and we have a lot of deliveries that come in that are non-post employees. And most of them ask me the same question. Do you have a bathroom here? Actually, no, we don't. We all go shit in the corner of the building, all right? And, I know I chose to hate those reality dating shows, The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, all beautiful people trying to hook up. Hello? Beautiful people don't need help getting laid. A show like Who Wants to Marry a Millionaire? Nah. I want a show geared towards me. Who wants to marry a troll? All the beautiful girls in the garden with the flowers and the fountain. And then the doors open up, and here I am. Watch them all scatter. Then the answer goes, Mr. Parisi is worth $5.10 million. Walk back. Oh, he's kind of cute. All right. Listen, it's been a great night. Back to our awesome host and happy
I was going back. I swear, you should really use that gig, but use a real knife. You'll wind up. You'll wind up like. You'll wind up like Mike Hernandez. All right. Let's just keep this going. Okay, I have here his name to this song, and I'm gonna play, even though I played it. Let's do it. Yeah. He's been a model for most of his time sleeping because that's what he does. Please, round of applause for Mel, everybody. Mel's in the house. Mel. All right, Mel.
So, mi gente presente, how you doing, my peoples? Is everybody live?
Is it very sunny?
I'm not live.
Is it
You're
sunny
not
where
alive?
you are?
Oh,
Memorex,
it's sunny, and I have a complaint. Whoever came up with the idea of putting one of those lights in front of you didn't talk to the people that's behind or in front of that light. That you're gonna go blind in about 3 minutes and shit. So imagine a couple of hours. I thought I was like, catching a cornea burnout.
But you got to use the right light.
Yeah, no, it's not one of those circle lights. It's it's one of those LEDs, and it grows weed.
Yeah.
So I figured it worked for me. So my people, great comedians up, and I hope everybody out there is doing that thing and listening in, and taking care of business. That's right, because we got to be in the parking lots, baby. We got to do this comedy everywhere, in the corners. We got to beat those people over there in Home Depot and shit for their job. Because, no clubs are open, so might as well do some carpentry and shit, some plumbing and shit, some kind of repair work. Because we got to do our part, for America. Or is it, what is it? America. There you go. Because I'm a MAGA hat wearing, supporter. I figured I jumped ship and I said, the hell with Joe. I hit him over the head and shit because he's talking too slow and he's making me nervous. So I figured I go with the right ship, at the wrong time. But what the hell? What do I have to lose? Didn't he say you got the cure? He's got the new economy. He's going to put the new medical. And I'm like waiting for that medical because I figured the medical marijuana is coming right behind it. So I'm going to support the dark horse, whatever the case may be. And hey, even if I march in shackles one day, at least I know I'll be like Kanye. There you go. I made it rhyme, baby. I made it rhyme. So enough of that crap. Okay, here we go, peoples. Listen, I was waiting so long. I was ready to use one of these and shit, and it was for the 1 and the 2. And for those people that are not of my age, you better carry one of these because I do. I may look pretty and supple, and that's because I keep my cryogenically tightened skin, in a freezer. But
was that an extender?
No, this is a travel John. And this thing will save your life. Listen. I put this thing, I was waiting for an A train one day. The signals were messed up because, they got digital signals that don't, respond in the rain. Yeah, and you're blowing your horn and waiting and shit. And your boss is like, yeah, this is the 5th time this week, you bastard. Even with the COVID, I don't care. Isn't that sad? They got us coming into work. So I'm like waiting for the damn train and I pull it out and I say, holy crap, this is a long bag. It extends all the way down to my freaking ankle. So I was like, I slipped it into my pants. I pulled it out. I put it in, and I peed and everybody was looking at me and I was like, hey, women wearing the pants do this all the time. Okay. While they're in the grocery line. So why are you looking at me, lady? And you think that I should have shame? You voted for that guy. Because she looked like a Karen. I don't know. She had blonde hair, squint in the eyes, kind of like a short eye. And Wrigley Birds is back, and I'm the center stage. Listen, people, I'm just saying that you have to be prepared in all situations because right now we're in iffy times. We're in iffy times. We got the. Holy cow! We're listening to the Russians. A conversation.
I love you too, baby.
They're talking about rigging the election. What the heck is that? Oh my God, HP, you got some high-tech equipment over here, but I love it. I swear to God, I'm gonna work it into my set. Listen, every time that I go into one of those Tinder sites and I get into these dates and shit, I wind up in Coney Island all the way out there in Seagate, and this is what I hear when I walk through this hallway. Oh, in a heartbeat. And I get all nervous, and then I see Vlad and Blad, and I'll be like, hey, I thought this was Catherine's apartment. What are you guys doing in the hallway? And it's like, you got to pay for the sex. I said, sure, why not? I'm a guy with a penis pump and I'm ready at all times. So, I said, hey, all I got to know is how much is it going to tax me, people? Because, yes, a penis pump, baby. So, I'm ready. And when that vein looks at you back, don't look at it weird. Okay, because I'm sensitive. I call him my one-eye assassin and shit, but he doesn't have darts. So I asked the guy, so how much are you gonna charge me? Because I get paid bi-weekly, and I gotta stretch my money out. You gotta haggle with these people. What do you think? That I made that money? I'm not a Trump. Although that's what they say. I'm broke as him. Shit. So people, I asked the guy again, hey, maybe I'm not speaking in good English. So I said, excuse me, comrade, how much must I pay in rubles? And he gives me a big calculation and shit. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds like $160. So I was like, yeah, 180 for the tip. Because I remember the last time they told me I had to pay a $25 tip, and she gave me this growl, and I was like, man, I want her again because she was savage.
Oh, man.
So, I go in there just to have conversations because, like this Zoom session, it was therapy. And I was like learning a lot, I know how to hide things in my vagina. So, and did I say I was going to turn into a Bruce Jenner one day? Because I'm like, seeing that's the only way you can climb in America, in corporate America, I swear to God. And, now I understand why LGBTQ rights got better than civil rights. And that's my time, people. I am apolitical. Sorry.
I tell you, I don't know. You really don't need a mask to be scary, Mel. I tell you.
Yeah.
What? Holy shit.
I'm here to wake up the crowd, people.
Oh, you woke. You woke.
Are you woke? Oh, you read that Essence magazine too?
You woke. All right, let's continue. Okay, let's see by a round of applause here. Okay, so we got two more left. And with that said, I'm going to go and just pick another tune out of this little squeeze box of mine here, as Mel would say. I don't know where you took.
You got a squeeze box?
Yeah.
There we go. Got a squeeze box.
Mom and Dad has to be back now.
There we go. Here we go. Same one.
Oh.
Same one. Why not? Come on, that's a popular tune. He's shaking his head. Come on, he doesn't need a mask because he does morph into mask. Please, round of applause for Jeff Greenberg.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. He was nice.
Hear it.
All right, HP. Yeah. I don't want to say this show is running long, but the election results are starting to come in here. In fact, Joe Biden, as the electoral college results are coming in state by state, Joe Biden has his bingo card going. Just 12. Bingo! But yeah, so I didn't wear a costume. With a face like mine, you really don't need a costume. In fact, last week I walked into the costume store and the woman said, "Oh, returns? That's the counter at the end of the hall there." Oh God, good. Yeah. So good to see HP's parents there watching.
Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. P. Yeah. In fact, last year Ron was at a Halloween party, and he had a blue shirt and a mailbag. And he was dressed up as HP's real father, Anyway, speaking of Halloween was never good for me when I was a kid because, just to preface it, I did not come from a loving household, ladies and gentlemen. Never wanted. It started horribly. My mother did a partial birth abortion just because she thought she was getting a discount, like a 20% discount. In fact, my mother, she turned 84 years old today. It's my mother's birthday today. A hand for mom, a hand for mom. Yeah, so I called her today, and she still reminds me that she still suffers from postpartum depression. No. But she used to, my mother used to make my costumes when I was a kid. And one year she took a black sheet and put white stripes down the middle. She dressed me as the road. Don't go out until it gets dark, Jeff. Yeah, my father didn't love me either. It was rough. One time I came home from Halloween with my trick or treat bag, and somebody put like razor blades in the apple. And my father looked into the bag and said, "Oh my God, this is horrible." And I said, "Yeah, you mean because of the razor blade?" "No, you think they would have thrown in some shaving cream." So let's see. Anybody having Thanksgiving at their house with the COVID? Anybody having their relatives over?
No, hell no.
I decided. I decided I'm gonna have my relatives all come over, but I'm gonna take their temperature with the meat thermometer. Oh my God! And let's see what else is going on. Yeah. So anyway, I just want to let you know the CDC just came out with an update, and it said to avoid the following: is it bars, large gatherings, and Jeffrey Toobin's keyboard. So, yeah, Jeffrey Toobin, he misunderstood. He thought they were asking for a screenshot, I did this joke last week or not, I can't remember. Anyway,
it's been so long.
Yeah. So anyway, did I tell you now? Because of Jeffrey Toobin, Zoom is now adding a new feature. It's if you need privacy time while you're still in the Zoom meeting, they're putting in the relieve button. So it automatically puts digital blinds that'll come right down on your screen. You don't have to access another computer. You're right. Oh God, what am I gonna say? Yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for me. It's getting kind of late, and I'll let we got what another 39 comics coming.
Yeah.
I think Jack Benny is waiting to come on. Hey, watch us. All right, that's it for me. Back to you, Lee.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. You made this very memorable, people. Thank you very much for sticking around. Now, for the piece de resistance, okay? He's gonna tell one joke and say, "I know it's late, guys." That's what he's gonna do. But I found the perfect thing here. Here we go. There you go. Round of applause for your one and only. Hey, Jose. Yeah.
Anybody remember that movie, The Man with the Two Heads?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, with Rosie Greer.
Was that you?
Rosie Greer and Jack Ray
That was
that movie sucked. Oh.
That was on The Office. That was an episode on The Office.
Was it? I didn't see that. But where's Tom? Did Tom leave?
Tom left.
Oh man, because he talked about cockroaches and putting spray on them, right? Putting what was it? Furniture spray?
Lacquer.
Yeah, but you can't kill them with that, right? It could get slippery. When you try to step on them, they just slide away. Gene Kim, you took off your mask. I saw that mask and I thought, I'm not an animal. Halloween is coming. You know what? I think Halloween is the most disgusting holiday that's out there, right? Because you have these disgusting games that they make these kids play. They make them play bobbing for apples. That's like adults having an orgy without protection. Have you ever seen bobbing for apples with little kids, right? They got snotty noses. It's fall, it's winter, it's spit, it's COVID, it's earwax. Look at Debbie the veterinarian. Look at her face. She goes, "Oh, that's nasty." So my daughter, this is for Gene Kim. My daughter had a Korean friend when she was growing up in school. So you got a Korean friend. What's his name? Park? And she said, "How'd you know?" Because most of the Korean people I knew, their last name was Park. Gene, anybody in your family named Park?
No, they're all named Kim.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm thinking about, Gene, before when you were doing your thing and you had your mask on, I didn't know if you had pink eye or just a pink feather in your eye.
Oh,
yeah. I figured that too. Max was talking about ex-Esther coming to his door like 3 days in a row, right, Max? Yeah. Doug, Max? Sorry, Doug. Right? Knocking on your door. I want to know, did you hit that?
No, thank you for asking.
You didn't hit that? 3 days in a row.
Thank you for asking them. Esther asked.
Where's Mike Hernandez? Did he finish taking a shower?
He finished taking a shower.
Mike always seems to be on the train, right? I remember back in the day when I used to go clubbing in the city, and we'd go at 4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody be drunk. All the homeless guys be sleeping on the train. And my buddy train would stop, and my buddy would go, "Next stop, Mars." And all the drunks were going, "Holy shit, Mars." I like it that Mike Hernandez was so articulate that he said, "Oh, you're Puerto Rican and you talk so good." Who was talking about their hand? My grandfather used to be a bricklayer, and he had these hard cement hands, right? And when I was a kid, he used to go, "How are you doing, kid?" and tap me on the head. And that shit used to hurt. He used to always do this other thing too. When we were little kids, he'd go, come here, tighten up your stomach. And then he'd punch me in the stomach. Ah! You ever get punched in the stomach and you lose all your breath and you fall to the ground and you can't breathe? So my grandfather was about 62 years old. I said, come here, kid. Let me punch you in the stomach. My grandfather's dead now.
Oh.
I swear it wasn't me.
Punching back.
Hey Jim, when those PSE&G guys were out in the front lawn and your wife was watching them, was the crack of their ass showing?
Oh,
it was too dark, thankfully. but mine was.
You know, porn. You know, everybody was talking about porn, and Mike was talking about porn. You had to go ask for it. But I remember those video stores. Who remembers video stores?
Yeah, I do.
I know Debbie remembers because she was also talking about porn. And where were the porn movies? Behind the curtain.
Yep.
Right? And you never wanted to go behind the curtain because you didn't know who was going to be there, right? It was all nasty and slimy. And I remember I went back there one day. My daughter's in the other room. I went back there one day and there was this, there was this movie. It was Thunder Thighs. Thunder Thighs. I was impressed. So I rented it one day after months and months of looking at it on the shelf. Had to get that. I rented it. Within the first 5 minutes, there's this big, voluptuous, and I mean double voluptuous, African-American woman. She was big. With these big thunder thighs, right? And then this little midget runs into the room and he jumps on top of her. Oh! That's why I don't watch porn.
I think I was that midget.
He was about as young. He was a little shorter than you, Richie.
That's short.
Thanks for asking the question.
You covered your face.
Because I can't see Richie. Oh, where was I? Ruthie, when you wear a mask, you got to cover your nose. Just oh, she took it off. Very good. Oh, where was I? I'm looking. I take notes as Bob will tell you. I take some notes. Matter of fact, I have something coming for Bob in a minute. But Debbie said she used to be a waitress, and I remember I went into a restaurant where she used to work, and I ordered a hamburger, and she came out holding the hamburger with her thumb, and I said, "Excuse me, why are you holding my hamburger with your thumb?" She goes, "I didn't want to drop it." Again. Again. She didn't want to drop it. So Elaine was doing the joke about the woman living in the gym, but it must be a real old joke because she said it was Bally's.
Oh wow!
Did we even notice it was so late?
Because Bally's actually used to be Jack LaLanne's.
Yeah.
She might as well use Jack LaLanne. Hey, for Rob was talking about. I like Rob. He was talking about. Let me see. I got a little something for Rob because Rob was talking about his dollar cabs, right? And I know where those dollar cabs are. They usually run on Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn.
Yep, that's where I'm from.
That's you're from Brooklyn, right? They run it Flatbush Avenue in Brooklyn. But I used to be on the 5 cent, 10 cent dollar cab.
Damn.
You remember that one?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. You remember that song? Now I gotta skip. I gotta go past the commercial. Just hold on a second while it comes up. There we go.
Dollar.
Dollar. Oh, wait.
Dollar.
Wait. You've never been to a party where they play that song?
Yeah, they play that song all the time.
All the time. Dollar. That's my favorite part. Dollar. The last way. All right, enough of that. I think HP was hoping that I would just do one joke.
Oh no. I think
we got time. Did I HP? Did I say this?
I broke out of my chains for you
Did I say
guys.
this in the beginning, HP, that they're gonna put you in Facebook jail after this show?
Oh yeah.
Good thing you're dressed for it.
Oh.
I needed a drum roll for that one. Wait, Thank
Now you're ordering me around.
Thank you, Richie.
Here you go.
So last week was my birthday. Last Saturday was my birthday.
Yay!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Feliz cumple!
Not only was it my birthday, it was the first day of early voting in New York City. So for my birthday, I gave myself the gift to early vote. I was out there at 10 o'clock. Thank you. 10 o'clock in the morning. It took me 61 minutes from the line to go vote. It actually took me 65 minutes, but 61 matched my age. I thought it might be a coincidence. So I'm on that line. There's about 400 people on the line. About 400 people on the line, right? And New York One, I don't know if you guys know New York One. It's like the Staten Island cable channel. New York One, they go out there and the lady says, okay, we're ready to report. 5 after 10, she starts walking. She goes, oh, we're here on the first day of voting in Staten Island, Tompkinsville. There seems to be 100 people on the line. Fake news. There were 400 people on that line. Fake news. That line was so long. It was so long. It was going around the corner and around the other corner and around the other, almost like Ruthie's line, up the hill in the brick brown. Anyway, but the line, don't worry, because it was making the turn. It was making the turning the curve, just like COVID. Thank you for that. And then there were poll watchers there, right? But Tompkinsville happens to be a neighborhood that's more urban than suburban, right? So there weren't many suburban housewives there. There was a bunch of baby mamas online. And there was this one guy that looked like he was from suburbia because he had this big ass camera. He was armed with a camera. But when he saw the complexion of the crowd, he said, oh shit, got to get the fuck out of this joint. But I was prepared though. I was prepared to vote, right? Because I heard there were going to be armed militia at the polling stations, at the polling sites, armed militia. Yep. I was prepared. I knew that as soon as I went in, if I saw the armed militia, I was going to be wearing a PR hat, PR for Proud Republican. I was going to be walking and going, 4 more years, 4 more years, 4 more years. They would have let me vote. I ain't going red, I'm going blue all the way, down the valley. You know what they said? They said last week they said that Bill de Blasio expected all these people to be maybe poll watchers, unless they're trying to intimidate people to vote from voting, right? So what he was going to do was he was going to have census workers watching the polls. Census workers watching the polls. It just so happens that I am a census worker.
And a poll worker.
Okay, you better watch yourself. You know, it's funny when we're standing. This is absolutely true. Absolutely true. We're standing on the line. I'm there chilling, right? We're standing on the line. A guy screeches into a hall right next to the curb where I'm standing, right on the line, 6 feet apart. Man, everybody's wearing a mask. He pulls in. Give me a screech.
I can't.
No screech. No sound effects if you can't give me the screech. Anyway, he jumps out of his car. He got his pants down to the crack of his ass. He's got Rikers Island silk shorts on, right? The silk satin ones that are shiny back in the day. And he goes,
I never been.
Is this the line for the store? We go, no, we're voting. He go, voting? I thought this was the line for the Air Jordans. Lady behind me goes, see the youth of today. The youth of today, they'd rather stand online for some Air Jordans than to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
And don't get Peyronie's disease.
Don't get what kind of disease? Wait a minute. I'm done. I can't do no more. No. Don't get Peyronie's disease. You know, you say Peyronie's disease, right? And some of you know, if you look behind me, there's a couple of shots of the commercials I did. And I had to audition for a Peyronie's disease commercial.
Oh, no.
Now, it's not really an audition because you don't take your parts out, but
Right.
they tell you that if you don't know what Peyronie, it's like having an elbow in your penis. It's
An
like
Italian donut, I thought.
It's like, yeah, you see the commercial. It's turn this way, turn that. So I figured, hey, I was hoping I'd get the commercial, so then, what would happen? If it leads a little to the left, you got to go.
Oh.
Now you're really gonna get put in that face. Guys have been great. My name's Jose Diaz. It's been fun. HB, back to you.
Yeah. All right.
Good job.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for sticking around. For all those that disappeared, I know they're handing out candy to, I don't know, Ruthie's neighborhood, I guess. I don't know what the fuck. But for you guys who stuck around, thank you very much. This is for you guys once again. All right, you made it very fun. You made it very check yourselves out. Pull the video, use it as you can. And if you ever get to that TV program, let me know because you're going to just forget about me. I know it. So forget it.
Man.
Remember, check yourselves out.
We love you, HP.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Love you all.
Thank you.
Enjoy tomorrow.
Enjoy
Happy Halloween. HP, thanks again.
And
Ron.
remember to log out when you
Happy
can.
Halloween.
HP, they make you look like you're a chef in a prison.
Yeah.
Thanks to the
They be
Grillos.
looking
Thanks
hot.
to the Grillos, our real audience members. Thanks to them.
Good night, all.
Vente. Jim the man.
Oh, HP is safe. Okay, good.
Drop. Later, folks.
Get out.
Here we go. Good night, people.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.
Good night, Gene. Rich. Everyone. Ron. Peace out, people.